setup is probably going to be okay. Well, apparently I didn't hit the record button. Apparently I didn't hit the record button, so I'm gonna have to remember everything that I talked about. I didn't say much, just I went on the camping trip a few days ago, didn't record like I said I was. What else? Oh, just the fact that, again, I didn't record, so I don't have pictures of this. I will put up the pictures that I did take. Inside of my tent, I heard, right outside of my tent, I heard like little critters, and yeah, there was raccoons on the table stealing my dog's foods, because I brought my dog with me. Brought my dogs, plural, with me. And I felt bad that the raccoons stole their food, so I fed them chorizo the next morning. Because the raccoons stole their food, I'm gonna give them some chorizo. See how they like that. I'd give Duke some, Bear. Okay, Bear, that's enough for you. Jesus, Bear. Needless to say, I'll never be bringing the dogs again. It was really cool bringing the dogs. I'm sure they had a good time, but I'll never bring them again. That was horrible. So my next camping trip, I believe I'm going to go to Palmetto State Park. Again, I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that's where I want to go. I'm trying to hit up all the state parks because those are easy camping sites. Like, they have an actual designated spot that you go to with running water. In some cases, they even have electricity, although as long as they have running water, I'm cool. I don't need electricity. I got everything charges as far as like my camera and my flashlight and stuff. All that's state park. And next time I do go, I'm going to be taking my motorcycle for sure, because I'll show you guys when I get back to the house. I got my sissy bar back, and the guy that made it for me, Edward Ritchie on Etsy, I shipped it to him, and he welded on this piece. Essentially it looks the same. He just welded on a piece to the back portion of it, so it has like a luggage rack now, and I could store so much more stuff. It is going to be awesome. This is how the new sissy bar came out that I was talking about, this luggage rack right here. Get it from the other side. Yeah, looks pretty good. I've already test fit everything on my bike, and it fits with no problem. I have actually even more room. If I come the day that I go camping, I'm like, oh, I need to bring this too. Well, I got the space. So yeah, that's awesome that I can fit all the camping stuff on the bike, no problem. Because that's really what I wanted to do when I first started buying all my camping gear. I bought it for the purpose of moto camping. Speaking of gear, I'm also very impressed with my cheap little tent that I got from Walmart, Ozark Trail. It worked really good, and it was super easy to set up. The only thing is that the stakes were not the greatest. People did say be wary of the stakes, so I bought some extra ones just in case I need to bring them. And what I mean by they're not the greatest is when I went to hammer one in, it got kind of bent. Yeah, I can't be having that. Oh, and I also didn't go fishing. Another reason why I'm never going to be bringing the dogs again. It was, like I said earlier, it was so awesome bringing the dogs. They had a really good time, but they prevented me from fishing, from sleeping well, because dear God, every half an hour to an hour, my one dog would get upset because he could hear critters outside the tent. Now there are camping spots, I know. There's this thing called Bunk-A-Biker, where you can just go to the campsites, and apparently it's all free. You just hit up the owner of the land and he lets you camp somewhere for free. But I think before I do that, I want to do the state parks a couple more times, just because, you know, they have running water. It's a little bit easier. Just until I get more used to the situation. Thanks for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe.